Hi there, Mr. Kaye from Santa Ana High School. I'm going to be doing a couple videos for the cello for the 2017 Santa Ana Unified School District Honor Orchestra for Intermediate School. This video is on Hiawatha by Newbold. I'm just basically going to play it down for you, and then I'm going to break it up into small chunks so you have something to practice with. So, Hiawatha. Okay, so when you analyze this, a lot of this piece is going to be pretty much the same rhythm. It has that quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth, eighth. Make sure that all those eighth notes are truly very staccato, that has those little dots on top of the notes. And then also try and divide your bow. So anytime you have quarter, you're going to use your full bow. And then the eighth notes should be small. And then full quarter, and then eighth, eighth. So it will divide between the lower half of the bow and the upper half. Right. So and that pretty much takes you through the whole beginning from measure 1 through 20 or 12. Just be careful of when it does change pitch. So like measure 6, it goes from a C to an E, right, and then back to D. Open Ds are perfectly fine. When we get to measure 12, you have more of the tune here. So it can come up and also play out. When you play all those quarter notes, just in general, we want to keep it very détaché. So detached bow strokes, not legato, because if we play legato, it's not going to have any clarity. So, right? We want to have. Right, and then when you get to measure 15, make sure you retake your bow. You're going to kind of cheat the half note. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Lift on that fourth beat so that you're ready to come in on 1. Oops. Right, so try and make sure that you keep that good détaché stroke all the way through. Just be careful of string crossings. You know, Mr. Kaye is not a cellist, so I tend to bump the strings. Obviously, you're going to do better because you're a cellist and you guys practice your instrument all the time, right? So make sure you just work on the string crossings so you don't bump the strings. Obviously, that's going to help you with your audition. Let's see. Measure 16. As you play that open D, you want to prepare the A. Same thing here. There's no need to lift that first finger from the A. So measure 18. Keep the A down the entire time. Right? There's no need to lift. So when you get to measure 22, this is where we can change our bow strokes, right? So no longer are we playing détaché, but now we're smooth and legato. So measure 22. Keeping it very light. So you have to think of a light bow as you achieve that piano. Versus 30, which is still legato, but you're going to make it forte. So you're going to give more weight into the bow, right? More contact. Obviously, the quarter notes have to move more than the half notes, right? So measure 31. To achieve something like 31, making it legato, if you pop your finger, there's going to be a break in the sound. Right? You have to stop your bow, otherwise we hear, and there's all this extra noise, right? So, to achieve that legato, have your fourth finger blocked on both strings, the G string and the D string. Block your finger, so that way it's touching both strings and it's perfectly in tune. Now, if you are playing at an extreme angle with your hand, then you're not going to be able to block and it'll be flat. So if your finger's coming at an angle down, then that means the D string is going to be lower, right? So you need to make sure your hand is perpendicular to the strings, right? Perpendicular means it's making a right angle, and that right angle is going to make a perfect fifth. Stay in tune. So be sure if your hand's in a funny position, drop the elbow so that the wrist, so that the finger is perpendicular. Let's see. Obviously, as you continue on with these quarter notes to measure 33 and on, you have to show growth, and then you also want to make sure that you're bringing out those low notes. So the C string is super, super important. So don't let up on it, right? So this is measure 33. That F. Really bring that F out. The C string, we really don't get a chance to play on it all that much. So when you do, enjoy it and milk it for all it's worth. And then we come back to 37, which is more of that accompaniment figure. So do know that the violins have the melody at that point. So really, this is not that important, but it needs to be articulate and clear. When we get on to 46, 47, it changes pitch, but then 48, make sure you're putting in those accents. There's that same F on the C string. To achieve those accents, you want to add a little bit more weight at the beginning of each bow stroke. So you would see the bow, the hair, actually go down closer to the stick. So only for the beginning, initial part of the stroke. Right? So you can get that bite and edge to it. So... But that's pretty much it for Hiawatha. It's a fun piece. You'll enjoy playing it with the rest of the kids in Honor Orchestra. And I wish you the best of luck with your audition.